I should take up smoking for this coffee.
Can't kick it?
No, I just got it now. It's like it's like 2 degrees in my basement.
That cold.
Freezing, man. Should just fire up my auger and shit down here.
You guys get hit by all that hail and stuff when I was away?
No, completely missed us here.
We missed it over here too, man. Garden City got hammered.
Oh, I got. Oh, okay,
Garden
So
City
You
got
missed it,
hammered.
Santos?
Huh? Yeah.
At Garden Grove didn't get it either?
We didn't get hit, man.
No, wow.
Trash Kona got hit.
And then I was at my soccer game, and we just got the edge of it, like just wind and drizzle. So
Like, Grant came over for a visit today.
Oh, yeah?
And
What's up, Brett?
came for a visit today, and he was telling me that they got hammered over there
yeah.
in Transcona. Yeah. So
And I think a lot of guys who got hit in their vehicles and stuff. MPI is on strike right now. I think today.
Yeah, you can't even get your claims
can't
done right now. Isn't
No
that
claims,
crazy?
nothing, man.
what the fuck is the matter with all these government freaking places going on
Sucker
strike?
got nailed. Dude, yeah. Yeah, because they work without a contract, man. They got to get those contracts settled and be done with it,
Yeah.
Look, they make too much money to sit behind a desk already.
man. Both your cars are toast, Mazer. Holy shit. Murray Hoy in the house on the YouTube.
That's because your
side.
4 truck's made out of aluminum beer cans.
Evening from Lake of the Woods. Chris and Buddy Bruce
Nice.
over down at Uncle Mark's Outpost or something down over there. So they're watching on the YouTube. Thanks for joining us from Lake of the Woods,
Nice.
boys. Blake Markin, good day, good weekend actually for Blake. I hear there. So,
Are we gonna go into
Grande.
that more or what?
Oh, ouch. No, it's all like we had a good week out there too, man.
It was a good
Parties
weekend, man,
and,
yeah.
Weddings and fishing.
A bunch of
Leon's
stuff
on here.
going on.
Google Leon eating stuff in the back. Leon is on standby. If we need any info, Leon is right there. He's gonna help us out here because we're always scrambling for some info.
Real life, eh?
Where is
Really,
Bunny
really
Creek?
scrambled?
Where the hell's Bunny Creek?
And he's fishing for Goldeye.
Jeff
Bunny
Goggles, what's
Creek?
going on?
Bunny
Where's
Creek.
Where's
Oh, Bun Creek.
Bun Creek.
That's in the city. I know that.
Ah, okay.
We'll talk a little. We got a good show. You guys. They're gonna wrap up Elite stuff, like the Elite series wrapped up. A whole bunch of cool storylines for the last tournament of the year. It's cool. A lot of people just started getting into Bass Elite just from watching the podcast and joining along with Fantasy and our weekly chats about it and following along with the Canadians, Gussie, of course. So we'll talk about that. Of course, Jamie Bruce is still following along there and trying to get his card for next year. We'll chat that. We'll chat a little. Joe Tilley, what's going on? Wicked hat. I want to thank Joe Tilley. You guys got some hats too from Joe.
Oh yeah.
And
Nice.
water bottles and
Thanks,
stuff. This
Tilly.
What is that?
UWC.
UWC, what's that?
Yeah, that's the Queen's own product there. I gotta come up with something. I should have came up with something. What is whoever comes up with the best caption? QWC. While you're thinking about that, we'll go into the intro here. QWC. What's the best fishing related? Keep it appropriate if you can or not. We'll see what's the best QWC. What's the word for it when it starts? What's the word?
What's the actual
Fuck,
thing for it?
I need my.
Yeah, clean and well controlled. That's what he says.
Yeah, it's good and well controlled. But what's like? We need something more fun than that. We're gonna get into it right
QWC.
away. Let's
Hey,
go.
QWC.
And now, join us for another power hour of all things fishing and more in Central Canada and beyond. This is the Casting Deck Podcast. With Mike Short Fuse Datoli, Jeremy the Dragon Santos, and your host, Eric on the Red Labova.
Yo, Quinn Well Control is what that stands for. Joe Tilley.
I sent you one on our chat.
Oh, it's inappropriate. That's why. Divine has a Queen Walleye Catcher. Nice. Queen Walleye Catcher.
That is a good one.
That's a good one. Quit whining, cocksucker. Fuck, that's money, Mike. That's good. Quick with Cass. There you go. Nice.
There you go.
Oh my God! Here
whoa,
we go,
Mazer.
Rob Mazer. That's why your chucks are broken, you loser.
Quiet or quiet?
Quiet walleye catch.
Quiet.
Yeah, there's some good stuff there.
Yeah.
Tanner Irwin, what's happening, brother? Rob Mazer is gonna get us banned off of Facebook again.
Oh,
Last
just
week,
like that.
Of
Last
everything
week,
else,
Facebook-
man.
banned us again, and now if you want a stable show, watch it on YouTube. You can always watch the Cast and Egg podcast.
Yeah, we'll see how long we last
After-
today after these comments start
on
flying.
the archives, going back to 2017. All those episodes are still up on Facebook and on YouTube. We've gone on 2 years now. 2 years now, I think, on YouTube. So yeah, all the shows there. You can watch it this week. A lot of people watch it on the treadmill. A lot of people watch it from
Oh, yeah.
the highway.
Everywhere.
There's
We
one.
got- What's that?
Well, I think that's Platt.
Holy
Watch-
jeez, we got
watching
people
it from the
watching it
front of the
from the boat. That's fantastic. We got Jason Reesmeyer watching it from the combine.
Hey,
You know,
Reesmeyer should put all that shit in your boat. You'll catch more fish.
Catch something, man.
I thought that was the boat for a second, man. Like all these,
Yeah.
I go, what did they come up with now? A fish calculator or something? A plotter? Oh, look at that. That's pretty good, man. Yeah. Didn't take long. I had to remove my comment. Oh yeah, I'm sure you got,
got
the notice
warned,
there,
eh?
Rob. Yeah. Keep it appropriate, brother. Come on.
Yeah, you had 2 words in there they don't like.
No, well, I don't like it either. That's not cool. Don't say that. But Jason Reesmeyer from the combine. You watch it. These guys are watching from the boat. Appreciate you watching us over here, the Cast and Egg podcast. What are we going to talk about today? We've got the Bass Master Elite, we said.
Yeah.
A couple
we've
of
got
tournaments that went on in
Tournaments.
Ontario.
a handful more tournaments and a handful to come. Fall season is upon us pretty quick. Couple announcements to do. I catch plenty, Mike. We're going to talk here like what lure has won the most money? That's an interesting question. What lure has won the most money? If you think walleye, bass, maybe even some saltwater.
Mhm.
Like really, what are you going to invest in? Apparently now lures are an investment. It's actually like a financial freaking. You have to like finance lures nowadays. Shit.
Some of them, yeah.
So yeah,
Like I
so-
went on
Everything, man.
on Facebook there and I looked up Koi Fujita's Facebook page, and some of the lures he's got there are just like freaking almost realistic.
How
we were
much?
talking
They're
about
just-
the hyper realistic stuff, but
Finesse baits too.
Yeah, eh?
well, they really
Yeah.
imitate those gobies. Like they were fishing on the St. Lawrence River, like empties out into Lake Ontario. Most of the fishing was done in Lake Ontario, actually. And gobies
Yeah.
is the thing there, an invasive species. And we'll chat a little bit of invasive species in Idaho. They're talking walleye are invading the sacred trout waters, and they want to kill them all. So
You keep everything you catch from there, man.
yeah.
Watch.
Yeah.
Watch what's going to happen now.
Give us a sub there on Kick Your Fish. We'll be getting some videos up there. I've been saying that for 5 years, but we're going to get some videos up there. Perry, what's going on, brother? Blake McMullen, what's happening, bro? I showed a picture, like me and Nashper. We just came back from Alberta. We flew in back to Winnipeg this morning. And I just showed random photos of where we caught the fish. And it always, like wherever I am in the country, man, someone's able to point out, hey, I used to fish there. I grew up fishing there or whatever. And this was in the heart of Edmonton. And
That's
Blake
crazy,
grew up
eh?
there. And yeah, man, he knew exactly where it was.
Yeah.
As far as I can tell, that's the outflow of the White Mud Creek, and that's freaking exactly where it was, man. Like right by Fort Edmonton Park. All kinds of fish there too. So we're throwing pickerel rigs into like 2-3 feet of water only. It's shallow along the edge anyway.
Yeah.
Because if you set the hook, like there's lots of bites, you set the hook, your rig or sort of comes flying out of the water.
That's
we were
shallow,
casting
eh?
some really shallow stuff there, but
Yeah.
we'll talk about
That's
that
pretty
too.
good then.
Got a whole pile of things. Yeah. So that's cool. Anyway, shout out to our sponsors. You see at the bottom there. We appreciate the open water season 6 sponsors. Big shout out to Team Food Automotive, Tech Video Security, Big Smoke Barbecue, Beyond Brick, Valley Outdoors, and of course Pius West Campground. Appreciate all you. We've got winter season coming upon us. So that starts ice fishing shows to kick off for that.
You know how painful it is. You look at it
Talking
out of
about
the
that
gazebo
already?
with a coffee in
Man.
the morning, and the leaves are turning color and they're falling from the
It's
trees.
happening, bro. Back to school. I grew up right above that hill with bike down to the river. Fantastic, man. That's cool stuff. All kinds of fish, places to fish in Edmonton there. We rented they have scooters, like in Calgary, Edmonton have like the scooters that you rent with credit card.
Yeah.
And we're cruising all up and down in downtown there along North Saskatchewan rivers. Endless places to fish, man. It's cool. Actually, you just have a rod in your backpack. Wish we would look towards the river here in our city. We don't. River's closed off to us, kind of thing, aside from the forks in a few places.
Yeah.
That's too bad. But fishing right in the heart of the city, the sturgeon, mooneye. If you're lucky, you get a brown trout and a rainbow trout in there now. They're saying.
You
Crazy.
guys ever wonder why like fishing in the city is sort of like taboo here? I mean,
It's not. It's looked down upon.
it is looked down upon, right? Like, is it
Like,
because
but why? Why is it?
Is it because everyone thinks the Red River is like just absolute shit?
Our fucking city thinks our city is shit. That's the problem. But we have a self-image problem, is what it is, right? Yeah.
is it a safety problem? Like, I mean,
It floods a lot. So
Yeah.
any kind of infrastructure you make along our rivers, the Assiniboine and Red River, if you don't know, if you're not from Winnipeg, it floods every season. So any kind of infrastructure. I have friends who have property along the river, and their docks get washed away, and they have to
Yeah.
redo their docks.
Yeah,
in
but-
a couple of years.
We know that's going to happen every spring, anyways.
because I know when
Yeah.
when I ran my school program for fishing, we tried to run events inside the city. Our kids did not want to do it. They said, "No, we're fishing. We want to go outside the city." It's the only way we get kids to sign up.
Well, some of those
Which
kids
is
never
really
get to leave the
unfortunate.
city.
It's-
Well, I know, yeah, right. And I
It's-
said fishing is good inside the city too. They did not want to do it.
It's like I said to Val. I says, you know what we should do for the last one and just screw everybody up? Have the last Whisker Wednesday in the city limits.
St. Vital Park launch, bro.
Save it Park, eh?
That'd
Val
be great.
knows I hate that launch, but yeah.
That would be great.
Hey,
That would
like
be
just
fantastic.
do it inside
I
the
think.
city limits.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I mean, that'd be
Why
great.
not?
Everyone's got to go find them. You know, you got to go find.
I
like,
just
hey,
go
it's
sit at the
fresh
fort
water.
so I can order food and I can bring it down to them.
Forks has a bunch of cats. I'll tell you that.
Oh, I
much,
know they
man.
do.
So that's like me and Nash caught. So we end up catching 4 different species. We went to 2 different spots. We went to a town, Devon, just outside Edmonton. There's a nice bike park there. My cousin's downhill biking. It's like he's really into it. His whole crew was there. So me and Nash tagged along and we fished while they did that. And there's picnic tables and all kinds of stuff. And yeah, man. Like
If you actually took that one bank out of the 2 pictures, you'd almost think you're on the Red River.
you could say you're on the Red River.
Good, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's so backwards. Everything that's amazing fishing in the city, any stormwater outflow, and you're in for a good time. Like, for example, the Assiniboine. I used to work in Portage Prairie at the kids' jail over there. And before work or after work, sometimes I would fish. Same thing, outflows, Assiniboine River along there and casting white grubs, yellow grubs, and like hauling in walleye, sauger, walleye, the odd bullhead kind of thing. It's fishing in the cities. Mike Iaconelli had that great show before, right? Fish My City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's underrated. It's looked down upon sometimes because I don't know. There were like even in Edmonton, there was like people sleeping on benches and in the bush and stuff like that. I mean, there's a homeless problem. All cities have that, but maybe it's a safety thing, like you said. But
As
Down
opposed to the crackheads at Selkirk Park.
there's
The crackers in
crackheads
Selkirk Park.
everywhere, man.
Well, I'm just saying. So what's the difference?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, me and Ash are gonna. If there's water, man, we're gonna fish. We went to where did we go? We went to. We're gonna go into that. There, we went to the fishing hole.
Yeah.
So we picked up. I mean, like North Saskatchewan River. If you don't know, it's murky. It's just as murky as the Red River is. It moves quick. So pickerel rigs. I mean, pickerel rigs the way to go. I don't like the hooks that come with the rigs, so I always buy my own snells. And they were
those
small ones.
Break after one bite gold hooks.
Yeah, just in case you get something good or whatever. I didn't go too big just to make sure we catch something.
Catch something, yeah.
Couple bobbers because we're fishing outflows. You know, there's some slack water and worms. Of course, you can't go wrong with worms. And yeah, man, people, all joggers and dog walkers would pass by and asking us questions. And of course, Nash is showing off. We got 3 now. You know, he's telling everyone who's going to listen or whatever. And
I caught them all, he says.
Nash is a good way to pick up ladies, I tell you, because anyone's walking by, Nash is stopping him, man. He's hardcore. Not only do the kids at those stakes ice fishing wear helmets or whatever they do in summer too. Ouch.
Oh, shit.
Ouch, bro. We're gonna get
That ain't my fault, man. Blame
Fish
the
Winnipeg
Winnipeg School
coming
Division.
back always helps. Yep, Fish Winnipeg. That's I love those kind of programs. I think it's the same for everyone who runs through a city. They say the same thing about the Bow River in Calgary, and that thing is clear. Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of awesome fishing to be had in Calgary. Where'd I go? Oh, what's the name of that park there? They all kayak there or whatever. Starts with an H. Remnants will know, but all kinds of fishing there too. But yeah, anything that goes through the city. Definitely had some missing moments fishing the banks downtown. Even had a pimp come down the street. All related to the group was a pimp. I've never met a straight up pimp before, man. You know, like,
Me neither.
you know, like a slap. Remember wrestling? They had that character. The guy was like a pimp.
Pimp, man.
Yeah, but your idea of a pimp is a guy with a hat with a feather sticking
Yeah,
out
man,
and
a
a big
classic
fur
pimp.
coat.
That's a true pimp,
I
man.
guess, yeah. Eric, Pick your dealer Ford, quick warranty capable. Nice, quick warranty capable. Definitely not Birchwood Ford. Fuck them. They're not. No quick warranty.
Here we
there.
go.
Here we go.
Here we go. Where's that picture of your truck, bro?
Speaking of which, we'll go into Don't Be a Dick now. Let's get into Don't Be a Dick quick. We'll get these out of the way fast here. Don't be a dick because there's a couple. Oh, there it is. I thought it wasn't gonna happen again. Don't be a dick. Appreciate Beyond Brick for sponsoring us for the second open water season in a row. Give them a call there, 204-290-1387. Anything, big job, small job, they can get it done for you, man. Good stuff. But I want to show that. Remember last week we talked about that charter captain there? He got fired,
Yeah.
or I think he got hired again. I think he got hired. I don't think he.
Suspended
what happens?
with pay.
A lot of times when people get canceled or whatever, and so they'll depending on the situation, of course, but to appease, we got rid of him, man. You can't do that to our customers. And then maybe 2 weeks later or whatever, on second thought, maybe quietly slip him back in or whatever. I think that's what happened here because I believe I've been following with the comments or whatever. I think he's back. But anyway, just we didn't have the video last week, so I want to show the video there of him tripping out or whatever. So let's see what the.
A captain of a fishing charter lashed out at a customer with a kid's.
I don't give a fuck!
Right, Joey, just go back.
I am going back!
Just leave it.
You fucking talk to me, you don't fucking listen for shit! I done told you, listen to me! You keep telling me, listen to me, listen to me! I ain't fucking listening to you, bro!
Okay,
I
alright.
do this every fucking day! Every day!
Did he have a good reason for such a meltdown? The too conscious owner revealed what made his employee lose his cool.
The customer found his way into the helm area and slipped into the throttle to the full position, causing Captain Chris to fall over the transom and onto the dive platform by the motor.
After the story went viral, Captain Chris lost his job. Yet some social media users defended the employee, arguing that the customer could have broken safety rules.
So, I think Captain Larson there, from what he was saying there now, because like you keep saying, listen to me, listen to. We've all guided.
Yeah,
we have the odd guest that knows better than you, kind of thing, or difficult guest, or whatever, however you want to say it. I think he just reached the end of his rope on that one when he got knocked out of the boat.
That was a total meltdown, man.
Well, you could see he was bleeding down the side of his face too, right?
He fell into the motor, like he fell off, like this lower down
There's
the
a
dive
board.
platform. Yeah. And
Not from behind the boat.
so I guess
you can't lose it like that, though, man.
You can't. But I can see where the guy was at the end of his rope. Though, when the guy's like, I guess it must have been all morning. We were saying, "Listen to me," and he's trying to teach the guy to fish, and he's like, "I fish every day. I do this every day. I'm not listening to you, bro." Bro. And then that was the last straw. I guess it sucks. There's like a 9 and 12-year-old there, man. You never want to.
There's kids, yeah.
Yeah, shit, man. The kids fell.
Yeah, pretty much screws the kids up for a while on fishing.
What's up, chat? What's going on? We were just chatting here about Captain Larson that freaked out.
Who would, out of us three, who would lose it like that?
Oh, Mike would lose his fucking shit way before that, I'm sure.
Whatever.
Mike's good with guests. Actually, he's really good. Mike goes into a different mode.
Yeah. Different kind of Mike when he's fishing with guests.
I've done a lot of guiding.
I've done a lot of guiding, and you gotta bite your tongue.
Man. There are customers like there's customers. I got bait casters, right? And there's some people, okay, and there's people who know how to fish, obviously. Like you get all different experience levels, but there's some people that, I want to throw it. And then, whatever, you're the paying customer, I guess, I'll let you. But then if you fuck it up a couple times, let me do it now. The other was, no, once you fix that backlash, I'm gonna do it again.
Once you fix that bird.
Oh, man. Jeez,
you guys
that's when you take electrical tape and you put it across there, so that's as far as it goes.
And sometimes it's all, I mean, if they're not catching fish, it's not your fault. But the thing at the end of the day, they get, especially if it's a corporate group, the boats get 17, 6, like whatever it is. Like if we end up with 2, you don't want it to end up with 2, but I mean, like sometimes it's not your fault. So like sometimes you get difficult guests, man. You
do,
yeah. Oh
yeah. I think I told you one of the most difficult guests I had was like for listening was probably Lori Mustard.
Oh, really?
Lori Mustard, eh?
Why did he think he knew how to fish? Is that what it was, or?
Well, as soon as he gets in a boat, last year I did this and I didn't catch any fish. Oh, all right, that's a good way to start the conversation.
Put the pressure on.
So we got to a spot and he missed 7. The first 7 he missed.
Yeah.
Like 7.
7
fish
fish
right in his hand.
Oh, the thing, he's sitting there with a rod in his hand, and he's talking to you, and he's always doing this. So I reached into his lunch bag and says, "Here, take a bite of your sandwich." No, what are you talking? Take a bite of your sandwich, okay? He goes, take a bite and pull it away.
Yeah.
Here, we're gonna try to get it and pull it away. He goes, "Why you keep pulling it away?" Exactly. Why you keep pulling the damn rod away? Just leave it alone.
So did he get the hit then?
He got the hit. He caught 12 in a row, and then he started doing it again. It says, "Laurie, put the rod down, man."
Just let it sit. Dead stick it.
I was guiding Never Alone at Croduck how many years ago, and the guy who owns Mr. Lube, a bunch of Mr. Lubes in the city here,
Yeah.
he said the same thing. But he was the other way. You do know I have won this competition a couple times now.
Yeah.
And then they put me now with you, he says, hey? I go, oh. something like, I know this like very well. Like we're going to get on fish. I can't guarantee we're going to win, I said, but I know it well. We're going to catch fish. And you can't guarantee, like your guide, you can't guarantee. I mean, Croduck would be the closest place that you can guarantee. And then the Red River for catfish very shortly after. But holy shit, I'm going to have to get fish. Like this guy's like really giving me the side eye. And we did. We hammered him. I underestimated you. He gave me an extra set of pliers that year. Mr. Lube pliers.
And it's funny. It's funny you say that because I had his daughter in the boat.
Yeah. She's good shit. Yeah.
One time, right?
But she's tough too.
Yeah.
Oh, she's really tough. So she was in there with her, and her brother was in the boat.
Yeah.
And she says, "You know what? If I don't catch any fish like last year, I'm throwing you in the water." I said, "How do you not catch fish here?" Her boat, she said, our boat only caught 2 fish all day.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, really?
Like 2 fish? What, you didn't leave the boat? Like you just sat on the dock?
You can catch him off the dock like that.
I know.
So
we go out, and I was hesitant to start fishing, so I left my rod in the boat. Her brother catches a couple right away, and she looks at me. She goes, "Are you gonna fish?" Oh, fuck. I guess so.
start hammering.
You know what happens as soon as you drop down? Bang, bang,
Yeah.
bang. Oh, and she hasn't caught one. I got a dozen. She hasn't got one yet.
Oh, jeez.
So I says, "Do you want to try a different lure, maybe?" Nope. Oh, fuck. Please.
Not like
catch a
those
fish.
ones, eh?
And her brother's laughing, eh? And then all of a sudden she got on a roll, so it was all good.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's all. It's guiding is not for everyone. Wayne G guides a lot. I had a guy on my boat just would not sit down. I did not move much and cruise slowly. Ruined it for the rest of us. Or he just like wouldn't sit.
Wouldn't sit at all. So we couldn't go and plane or anything.
Just pin it. He'll fucking sit down.
Maybe his
We'll have no choice but to sit down. Man.
butt hurts, maybe or something. There was a reason or something.
Hemorrhoids.
We get this too.
20 minutes into fishing with your buddy on the lake.
Hey, you promised me a shitload of fish.
You'll get a shitload of fish. I always find the fish. Always. And I will this time. So don't fuck with me.
Classic movie. The perfect story.
That was me looking for largies.
I always find the fish. You got a few largies finally, eh, brother? Nice.
All that, man.
Val,
Nice
too,
work.
yeah.
What'd you catch them on? Froggies or what?
No, fucking Val had probably another 3 blow up on the frog, and she never got one on it. So
No
Top water's hard.
first few went with just a jig and a plastic worm.
Yeah.
And once we got away from the laydowns and then went and just played around the lily pads, I got our biggest one came on a popper.
Nice.
I just threw it in there, popped it once, and then it was just this massive explosion.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's fun, man. That sounds fun. That is me and Dave. You guys get friends like that? Like you're not guiding, like officially guiding, but if you know your boat, you're supposed to be the supposed. I'm sure majority of people watching right now.
Yeah,
are on the
Daryl
same
gives
boat.
that to me. Fucking
You're
guy.
the hardcore anglers. You
Find
take
'em.
people out, they look at
Yeah.
you, and it's like, well, what the heck, man? You keep throwing these pictures up on Facebook and Instagram. What's going on?
That's
Are
Daryl.
they fake? Are they all fake?
Daryl does that to me.
Does he?
Take him out. Fucking gets
That was
fish
me
all
talking
day.
to Gon this afternoon. He found him. If
You
anyone's
found him,
gonna
bro.
fight, Chris God, I mean, shit, that guy
Yeah.
he's pretty good, man. He's a.
Here's the thing, though. Like we put so much pressure on ourselves to find fish, right?
Yeah, we want to find fish for them all
We
the time.
want, we want them.
and
to
they think
have,
they think
a
we
great
don't want to.
experience.
And they think that we don't want to find them fish, man. But here we are thinking the whole time. Like, I want these guys to catch fish.
I know you don't even throw
Like-
your line in. a
No,
lot of
man.
times. Not first. They get first dibs on a lot of stuff.
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah.
I know, yeah.
Oh,
I
well,
always,
what do you
I
do?
always tie jigs up for them or whatever it is that we're using.
Not-
Try this.
The worst are the ones who aren't catching it. They don't want to change what they're using, man.
So
'Cause
stubborn, eh?
they are so like just
Yeah, that's their lucky.
stuck on
It's
it,
their
man.
lucky jig.
They said this will work, bro. I'm telling you. 4
That's
hours
their lucky
later,
jig.
still nothing, man.
Like flipping the coin. If you're on the other end, like even if if someone's gonna guide me, whatever, walleye. I know walleye fishing. I know
Yeah.
fishing. If someone's gonna guide us out there, it's not you're a paying customer, obviously, and then getting guided is not cheap. But at the same time, I'd let them run, like do their thing. Like you do, I'm paying for,
Yeah.
you're paying to get guided or whatever. Just rent me your boat then if you don't want to get guided. So I let people do it, man. Like whatever it is, you tell me what to do and I'll do it. I've seen lots, man. I've seen like actual, you watch even some shows, like straight pros have their own TV shows. When they're in the boat with a guy, they let the guy, like you tell them, we're downrig, whatever it is, you tell us. Like that's just being polite too, kind of thing.
We're just gonna do what you do, whatever you suggest, man.
Now,
Yeah,
there's a
right.
certain point too where you get fed up, and where like if your guy doesn't know shit, there's a certain point where you can pick that up pretty quick, right? And
If Labopa can't cast anything, man, he's gonna
It's
throw
over.
down.
I go,
It's
"This is
over.
not- I don't think this is gonna work. We should go over to that point over there. I get those rocks over there, right?
Well, I'll tell you what. I'd like to have this guy guide me though.
Oh, jeez. On Rainy River,
Yes.
Rainy Lake. I mean, that's 2 wins in a row on Rainy Lake.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff there.
So
Brian,
like 41 pounds in 2 days?
So 2 days.
Almost 42 pounds in 2 days.
They won the Fort
41.73.
Yeah.
This is the International Falls competition. Same body of water. One's on the American side, one's on the Canadian side. But congrats to Lake of the Woods Sports headquarters head there, Brian. And who's his partner in that one?
Bill Gooden.
Oh, yeah. Bill does
Another
about
good
KBI
stick, yeah.
himself, too, or whatever.
Yeah.
Speaking of Brian Gustafson there, the Bass Tactics, him and Jamie own this. Licensing out the Smeltinator jig, a whole bunch. I think the whole line. I think they're licensing out to Northland.
Northland Tackle.
Yeah,
Well, I think it's just a smeltinator, is it? Or is it
Yeah,
all
if you haven't seen a Smeltinator, this is what it looks like right there,
Yeah.
Eric.
right up there, man?
It's at the top there, and they use it a lot for what they call moping.
Is it anything? I've been
You can use that as like just a darter jig almost, right? Like from moping to
contributing to that company for a long time, buying those $2 jigs, like pretty much since we first started doing KBI. No,
yeah,
been buying
Yeah.
those jigs, man.
that's where we saw him, man.
Well, that's where Santos saw them. He never bought them. He just saw them.
I saw him.
And then he found an American
out.
ripoff. I still buy them, man. To this day,
Santos.
using them. You've never used them before, but that's interesting. What's your take on that?
I think it's pretty neat.
Well, that's awesome for them, man. That's like it just
I mean-
shows you how successful that thing is.
I mean,
Right.
Gussie's been with Northland for a bit, right?
That's the connection there. Yeah, John
Yeah.
Peterson.
So there's a good connection there to
Former
start, and then you've got something that's won a major, like one of the biggest tournaments in the world.
Yeah.
So
Everyone out there, hustling and grinding in the lure manufacturing game and stuff. It does help to have a Gussie go win a freaking Bassmaster Classic with it. They were best-selling lures already before that.
yeah,
But they went truly continental after that happened. They've been shipping
everyone.
these out nonstop
Yeah.
all over the continent. That helps. So that shows you the influence that professional fishing does have on the market. I mean, that's evidence right there. Like you're talking, these guys making their own stuff, and then now able
Got
to
a guy who
license
won
it
it.
to a big time company and see.
yeah.
Hopefully the quality still carries. They're going to still do it though. It says here
Well,
they're
they
still
said the
doing it.
quality's not going to change. I mean, and now they've also got the underspin with it, right?
Yeah,
They still sell their own line still at the same time. They're gonna.
they have their own stuff.
Yeah.
with it, but Northland's going to be able to distribute and like they're going to be able to manufacture. The whole line.
Well, it's congrats to them, man. That's good though.
That's what you want to do, man. That's what you
they
want to happen, right?
That's what you
Like,
want, right? So
Tuning in from Wekusko. Tyler's up in Wekusko Falls. Nice work.
That's
We'll go
right.
get
He has
him
his-
Sauger. Yeah. There are big Sauger there, man. That's the place in Manitoba to get them. All these guys like Randy Bean, though. 350. What's 350, brother?
How much those jigs are going to cost?
Oh shit! Yeah. Yeah, man, them jigs. Oh my god. I gotta wrap up. Don't be a dick. Still, we went to tournament fishing, but we still got Don't Be a Dick. JP Kennedy just posted this afternoon.
Yeah,
That's shitty, man.
it is. Considering, I think he just got that one. Bought
Yeah.
that one used because his other one burnt a couple of years back, like in 2020, didn't it?
Something like that. So,
Had a garage fire or something.
but I think some people already posted. They saw us. They posted up the license plate and what truck was pulling it. So hopefully they find it right away.
They
Both
said it
was
was a
last
blue Ford
seen.
with a bunch of decals in the back.
Yeah, that sounds like it was
That-
seen at 2 p.m.
It was a blue truck because I think someone else posted. They thought it was a Tacoma. So you're gonna get a lot of leads on that one, I think.
Plate number 1015F. Or that's a trailer plate.
Well, hopefully they find him. That's shitty. man.
Hopefully
That's
they
shitty.
find it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you got this last one. Don't be a dick.
Don't be it.
And it's on the Smeltinator jig.
And it is a smelter jig. So both segments combined together.
There you go, bro.
Nice.
Way to
I
tie it in all in, man.
That's gonna be the new photo for Don't Be a Dick, man. We're gonna put that
Oh,
in.
God.
That's fantastic.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Use the Smeltinator and what can you use? I still believe I don't win big tournaments. It's a great jig. It's solid. Like what makes
It is.
What makes it appear like, wow. What's so good about it? It's a jig that has looks like a fish head, I guess. The gammy on there is solid. The gammy, like
The
that
hook,
one open
yeah.
up. That's a
And the-
tournament class
And the
gammy.
way it swims through the water. Like it just
It's a darter head. Yeah, you want to do
Yeah.
swim stuff. You have a nice darter head.
Yeah.
You know, if it's moving there, it does. Like I mean, you get the shape and everything. The eye, it's good. Oh, you got kids in the background, Santos. I can relate.
Santos.
Truck's been stolen 3 times, and the people go, oh. People that still got released. Oh yeah, they don't.
That's his truck,
They
man.
don't keep people in jail that steal trucks, bro. You got to do more than that.
like they said they should do what they do overseas and they won't steal trucks anymore. They won't steal shit anymore.
Nope. They'll
'Cause
learn
they
a
gotta
lesson,
find a new way
man.
to wipe their ass.
Did you guys see this though? Invasive walleyes are spreading into Idaho, threatening native salmon and steelhead. You guys read that article?
Yeah, I read
Yeah.
about it, man.
Yeah.
Crazy. That's how walleyes an invasive species there.
It's all perspective, right? I mean,
Yeah.
the further west you go, it's not walleye country.
No.
So
It's no different than calling smallmouth bass invasive species, right?
yeah, it's invasive here too, right? So that's just funny, man. Like walleye are like, gold out here or whatever, and
And we said CDB
end
trip
all, be
to
all.
CDB road trip, man. Keep all the walleye you want. Hey,
I wouldn't be
there
able to
you
eat
go.
that much walleye.
Holy Christ, Santos, you should take your brother there.
My brother would love it. My brother would be in heaven, man.
JP's watching right now. Thanks for mentioning my boat. I hear you, brother, man. Like shit, that just sucks, man, to have that happen.
Yeah, it is.
brother.
That's a
Hopefully
nice
you
rig
find
too,
it.
man. Crap.
Hopefully you find it, brother, man. And it sucks because like in your rig, it's not just like it's everything that's in the boat, man. Rod lockers, what you name it, man. Just trying to replace life jacket. The whole thing, man. It just
Everything.
fuck that sucks, man. I swear. But back to this here. So what did they say? Estimates that nearly 300 walleye entered Idaho waters last year, making it as far as 80 miles up the Salmon River. So 300 walleye wanted.
Yeah.
Go get them. So how long do you think for 300 walleye to all of a sudden turn into a breeding
explode?
population?
Probably 2 years, 3 years.
It won't take long,
That's
man.
it, eh?
It all depends on their growth down
Yeah.
there, right? I think
I
they
get,
grow
I
pretty
get
quick in
distracted by these
Idaho.
videos after. I start clicking
What's-
videos. Next thing you know, I'm on Sasquatch and Loch Ness Monster.
Lock this one.
3 years, Mike, eh?
Yeah. I figure 3 to 4 years.
If the habitat's right, if it's
If they're
Well, they've
strong,
got-
yeah.
I mean, it really doesn't freeze there, so they're going to have such a long growing
All
period, right?
year, man. All year they'll be feeding.
wow. I was asking, there was a guy fly fishing. There was a guy fly fishing by me and Nash at that North Saskatchewan River. And we had caught, looked like Nash got like a 14-incher, and then
Yeah.
his other one was like a 9-incher. And the guy fly fishing caught a couple little walleye. All you fly fishermen out there, he was doing something called tubing. And we think bass fishing tube is different, like this fly slides. But anyway, fly fishing sucks. But anyway, he's like, I asked him, like, are there like big walleye in here, like big ones? And my cousin told me too, like, no, nothing like your Lake Winnipeg stuff, he says, or whatever. Like, I'm not talking like 15 pounds. Like, there's bigger. Oh yeah, they get big. The guy says, like, probably about the size of your arm. And I go, my arm? I don't have big arms. No, just your forearm. He says, from your elbow to your hand. They go, Oh, that big? Oh, yeah, huge. He said. And I'm looking at, oh, okay, yeah, they get him in.
It's only a 22-inch walleye.
I go,
for
yeah,
Christ's sakes.
maybe we'll get lucky. And he goes, yeah, you can get them. You get the odd one. You get the odd trout too. He says, I go, I'm laughing.
Well, I mean, it just shows you how lucky we are, right? Like,
Yeah.
we show pictures of normal fish, and guys say, "Oh, that's a giant." So I just tell you, like, from all over the place, like,
That's why they question some of the photos.
Right.
They're like, you guys are photoshopping. That's pathetic, though.
yeah.
Columbia River and BC is similar. They want the walleye out.
There you go. If you can't go in the States, you go to BC, bro.
They're not leaving. They're not leaving the Fraser. They're not leaving the Columbia. Like some of the biggest walleye, like the records now are being caught in those rivers now.
Yeah.
So I guess the habitat is good to go because they're not getting rid out of there, man.
No,
Like
they're
shit.
not going to be gone.
There's a couple guys up here we met that were doing walleyes and they were fishing tramping. That's the place. I mean, that's sort of the reason why I'm not doing walleye wars this year because, right, if I can't get the tramping,
Yeah.
with
You're
a
not gonna
31,
win.
32, 33 inches, well, you're not going to win, man.
Not
I mean,
gonna
you
win,
can
no.
greenback it all you want. You know how hard it is to get a 32-inch greenback.
Yeah.
As big as the walleye here are, a 32-inch greenback's hard to get, man.
Well, you just got to go see the commercial fisherman. I'm sure he's got one or two in there.
34 inches, bro.
So I was chatting with CDP Nation member Graham, and he was like we were talking. He's like, "Can you help me settle a debate I'm having with some guys?" And he showed me a picture. We've talked about this in the show many times. A little pike, and the pike had all the characteristics of a muskie. It looked like a muskie.
Yeah.
And they do. But remember, we talked about it, and then we sort of,
Yeah.
the bio guys were saying that like they just have those characters and they grow out of it
Mhm.
or something. But he's like, I mean, he's not the only one. I've had other people tell me too that those rumors still persisting. Like Aaron Weeb did that video a long time. That was 2014 when he did that, trying to follow up on the rumors of muskie in Lake Winnipeg.
Yeah.
And the rumors are again that they're catching them in nets, like muskie.
Like real true muskies, eh?
Yeah, have you heard about this?
I
The
haven't
Winnipeg
heard of
River,
it, no.
lower of Point de Bois, can't even catch a muskie. Like, and that's where they would be coming from. You would think, is from Lake of the Woods, right? Norman Dam and down.
Yeah.
But they've never, like, there's never even been hard evidence lower than like Eagle's Nest of catching a muskie, seeing a muskie. Never mind them being in Lake Winnipeg. You guys think that they could be in there?
Well, I mean, there's crappie in there. Smallmouth bass are in there now.
Smallies are in there, man. I mean,
So what's stopping a muskie from sliding in?
Yeah, I guess. I'd like to see one caught.
You always got to have those couple of rogues, and they'll get in there.
yeah,
Well, they come through, right? They come through the dams. If they don't get mulched up, you come through the dams and you make your way down.
they'll be good to go.
But like I said, I don't know how many people East Sox fish, I guess, in the Winnipeg River. Like,
None, really.
None. But I mean, you think you'd get an incidental catch?
the guys
Well,
would be
I
the first one. Eagle's Nest is right up there at the Ontario border. They would be the first ones. They would run it. They do guide for pike up that way. So if anyone's going to catch muskie, they're going to start running into them there. I don't know. Where's Austin? Austin Los was guiding up there for years, and I don't think he's ever seen one. It's weird, man. I don't know.
Is that the only way for them to come in, though?
Yeah, without being introduced.
Yeah.
Like without being like midnight stalked, or maybe the government
Who
is
does stuff
stalking
like
them
that?
some way, and I don't know. Who does that, but
Who would do such a thing?
Who would do such a thing?
it's wild. I'm very, very, very curious about that. If like that could happen. Caught him in T2. Yeah, like that's right there, right? That's Ontario, Manitoba border, like
yeah.
all the nice. That's beautiful country, by the way. That Winnipeg River above Point de Bois, all the way to. Is there another dam after Point de Bois? There's one more.
Point de
I don't
Bois. What is this? Point de Bois.
There's one more that where a road doesn't go to, I think.
I'm not sure.
But anyway, that's beautiful country, man.
Yeah.
And that's where I think what White Dog Reservation. Then you make your all the way down. And you start getting to Big Sand Lake and Menaki, and you get all the way down there. Yeah, White Dog, First Nation there. So they're right there at the border, which is the cool thing to catch an actual Manitoba muskie. And that's always been the holy grail for the East Sox guys. But if you can go get them at Winnipeg Beach, wouldn't that be fantastic?
Jeez.
What are you going for today at Gimli? Muskie. Oh,
Muskies.
man.
Now they're going to have
Oh, my God.
Maybe that's where all the white bass went. Muskie are eating them.
Maybe.
Who knows with that thing, man?
Midnight stalking, carry on fishing. It's not that uncommon. You're telling me, bro. Don't do it officially. Don't be doing that stuff. You shouldn't. You really shouldn't. But fuck, does that happen everywhere, right? No?
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
talk about that. That's a topic one time. Like that, the pervasive
What's that? Midnight stalking?
of midnight stalking.
And then the government tries to get everything out.
And that's how you get like that, where you're trying to eradicate species from places and stuff.
Just
like
making
that.
a place better. more
Good luck
fun to
with that
fish.
though. Trying to eliminate one of those one species of
Certain
fish. from a
species,
lake.
I don't think you'll ever eliminate. Like
No,
smallmouth,
you
I don't
can't.
think you'll ever, or crappie, you'll never eliminate them.
I mean, if you want to get muskies out, I think muskies you could
Muskies you
get them
can.
out.
Well, there's always a fear of, oh, you're going to fish the place out. So now when you really want to get them out, you can't fish them out. You just got to keep everything. That's what it is, man. Chris catches muskie below White Dam often. Yeah, out that way. You'd think they could make their way down eventually. It'd be nice to go to MacArthur Falls and go
Just catch them.
catch a big ass muskie. Like a lot of the water looks right there, right? You know, like in that water, it looks freaking. If they were in Lac du Bonnie, wouldn't that be cool? There was a muskie fisher in Lac du Bonnie.
That'd be nuts,
Okay,
man.
it's the only thing missing out of there now.
Well, that'd be wild, man. There's catfish in there, and
They've got everything else in there. Well, yeah, you know, because you seem to catch them all the time.
Oh, the
Looking
catfish.
at your big boy, so many catfish there.
Yeah.
Anyway, one more question. I was gonna ask this one. Santos is a bass boat owner. Mike's a mechanic. Does that work? Santos has issues with his back end, like being deep in the water.
We tried that before. I tried that before. I don't know if it helped that much, but I don't think it hurts.
Larges would be good, yeah. Yeah, but the bass, like, I don't know. Someone got into the science. I read the science of it.
Yeah.
We're no scientists, but the guy
How's
got
that
into
going to work?
got into the calculations of displacement of a fully inflated basketball.
It
and all
does
that
help.
kind of
It does
stuff.
help with the backwash.
Yeah, but it's not going to help
Not
lift
with
the
lifting it,
freaking
no.
ass end up.
It depends on. I think, like from what I've been reading, is it depends on the boat. Like they say, like, with the gamblers, it helps a bunch. Having
Two
those
basketballs.
That's what they're saying with the gamblers. The Rangers are heavy, so it won't help with a Ranger. But the lighter boats, it does help with the back end come up. Now, whether it's like some guys say it's like 6 inches, I don't know if it does that much.
What
Yeah,
the
they don't weigh
fuck are
6
they
inches,
smoking?
man.
I know, but I'm gonna say like 3 inches maybe. Again, it depends on the make of the boat. So
Let's go back to his missing 2 game ball. Santos is the gym teacher. So he's got a supply of this.
I can try it out every year, man.
Why,
San-
why don't
Santos
you
is
just
both
go
is the
get one of
property
them?
of Isaac Newton Jr.
You might as well just go get one of them inflatable balls that all these women, pregnant women, lay on.
yeah, the yoga balls.
The yoga one.
That's
yeah.
it.
Yeah. I mean, there's different hacks. I mean, that's a hack right there if it helps.
And I think it supposedly helps with the planing of the boat too, because now there's no water going up in that jack plate.
So if anything, it's blocking the water there at least
Yes.
from that space.
Yes.
Yeah. So
That's all it does.
That's all it does, then, eh, Mike? You don't think that?
I
that's
can't
actually-
see it floating shit.
Yeah.
2 basketballs?
Yeah.
No, I know. Like there are some guys who went really technical on that, saying that the 2 basketballs can only do like, I don't know, 38 pounds worth of pressure.
Stuff like that. Yeah. Like there's all
Right.
this like.
But
there's
there are
obviously
guys who-
physics involved. I'm sure. You
Yeah,
could
but there are
calculate
guys that
it.
have done it, and they all said gamblers. It helps the most of the gamblers. So what?
Gamblers.
Like who knows? Like guys swear by him, man, on lighter boats.
Interesting.
You know what? Just go faster. It'll come out.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Valley Outdoors, trusted by the pros. Get your jerseys made. They make the one that Randy Howell's wearing here is a thick fall ice fishing one, even, or whatever. The one Gus is wearing is the SPF version, summertime. We've got that there. I've got that one there. But yeah, contact Dan Cote over at Valley Outdoors. Get your jerseys done. Make one or make 200. You can take care of you.
Set you up, man.
50-pound float with the 2 balls. Yeah, 50 pounds not that much then, I guess, right? So it's not going to lift your back end.
But
No?
it's not gonna, it's buried inside there. Like I can't see it working.
Yeah.
Interesting. Selkirk Walleye Championship, the 5th annual. Let's go. That is October 14th. What do you guys think about the format that me and Divine decided on there?
I like
Just
it.
all- It's
I'm
good.
fine with that.
Right?
I don't have
Like
to babysit nothing.
Nothing. Just take pictures of your biggest ones, man.
Just take a picture and let them go.
We have all the new rules. So trying to go by the new rules here. You can't bring in over 55, whatever, 21, 22-inch fish. 22-inch fish can't come into weigh. So we'll just make it all big ones now. I like the catfish tournaments. You know, it has to be a master, and then it doesn't really count. So then you got to go try and get. So this one will be like at the end of the day, you're going to have people. Did you get your 4? Did you get your 4? You know, each day. You know, go big or go home. So
like even so, if they're in that slot size, like if they're under 22. Are we bringing them in?
No, nothing. They're
No,
useless.
everything's all picture, right?
Light bike doesn't count for nothing, man. It's got to be just big ones.
Okay.
No way whatsoever. Just all CPR.
Yeah.
Yeah. You call your own 4 fish at the end of the day. You just send in at the end of the day.
Just
That's
like
it.
we do for Whisker Wednesdays then.
Yeah, just like that. Yeah, you'll send in those 4. We do some verification.
Yeah.
Only one weighmaster, the official weighmaster, will be judging everything. You're gonna have assistants doing. There's a lot of logistics involved, right? So you're just trying to organize and have it on paper and stuff. But just to be consistent, you only have one person judging, saying,
Yeah.
"Well, that's really a 29.25, or really that's a 29." But I mean, I think it's gonna be great, man. So get your entries in now. Sign up on Kickerfish. $5,000 first place prize. Last year we had like 33 boats, and we top winning team, Randy and James there, took home 5,700 or something after all the different awards and stuff. So,
Oh, man.
So
Looking forward to it.
how's the other one gonna be then?
Jerry's asking that it's going to be at CPR October 13, the Kickerfish Classic, the 1-day big fish shootout. That'll be CPR as well. Just your biggest fish. Each person's got to be
Just
CPR,
one, right?
And it's these are all official rulers. Like the tournament itself will be handing out the morning of serialized numbered rulers. You don't know
Even
which one
for-
you're getting.
Even for the Friday one?
Yeah, even for the Friday 1-day. That one, what year is it? This one? It'll be like the 19th one now or something like that, or 18th, 17th one. Whatever. More information about that one, October 13. But yeah, we'll go. Divine says big greens for big green. Yeah, man.
Nice.
So more info on that coming up. The elite, we were talking about the elites finished up there. What happened to Brian Smith? What place did he end up placing in? He broke the record for a 1-day for all smallmouth catch, 29.5.
Then after that, he just went down.
Oh, now I'm gonna have to
off
bring
that.
it up for Christ's sakes. I freaking got rid of everything because you said you had it all.
No, I got it here, bro.
Here, I got it here.
I got it here.
Results.
Yeah, Mike
Ryan
has it.
Smith, he finished. Jesus.
Like he was way down there after. Did he have like boat trouble or something?
No, I don't-
27th. He finished 27th.
I don't think he just didn't find the fish after that, man. Not any
Shit.
big ones anyway.
So that'd be like me and Santos at KBI. We'll have one good. We'll eventually we're gonna fluke into an 18-pound bag,
We'll have one good day at
but
least.
we won't be able to do that 3 days in a row.
Whether it's the first day, second, we'll have one good day at least.
Oh,
So
man.
Patrick Walters, he ended up winning it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
congrats
he
to
ended up
Patrick
winning.
Walters.
I think I like
He's got the century belt.
not only
So this
him, the
is-
century belt.
There they are. There's like 4 of them.
So the Bass Elite, if you get to 100 pounds for it's a 4-day tournament, right? If you get to the end, you get a Century Club belt, and that's huge for the guys. Like that's like to get that. Not many people have it. How many people have Century belts? These are like 37 of them now.
6 now.
What's that?
6 in the last 2 years.
Yeah, but in
Yeah.
total, I think it's like 30-something people in total have
Yeah.
had that or whatever. But 4 of them in one tournament is a record.
But
There's
they
been
they
2.
said they'd never do it on smallmouth. That's 6 in
That's-
2 years.
Yeah.
Well, that St. Lawrence, I tell you, that St. Lawrence is big time, man. That's they all said it. That's the best bass fishery in the world at the moment. That St. Lawrence River, and the mouth. They go into. There was a cool graphic that I was watching the elites on the weekend there live, and they showed where all the 5+ pounders were caught, and there was a little marker on each one.
Yeah.
And shit, a lot of them were way up. They're caught all over the place. It'd be nice if they had that for Lake of the Woods. Eh? Just start marking exactly. Where.
just
But-
hit it. Those will be all our fishing spots.
It was wild, man. Like anyone can
All
go
over.
fish these places, man. Like that Prince Edward Bay. That's just
Yeah.
a hop skip done for one of my dealers in Belleville. Like really, Bay of Quinte. You go down and you're in Lake Ontario. Go fish it. Same way. Like it's freaking fantastic, man. I think that's
It'd
cool
be
stuff.
pretty good, eh?
Yeah. Scott Martin was a cool storyline. So he is not in the Bassmaster Classic. He needed to finish in 5th. He needed
was
to
up
finish
there,
in
though. He
5th
finished what?
place. 10th.
Yeah.
Yeah, he squeezed in on the last day, so he still had hope. And
Yeah.
then he had to finish in 5th place to make the Bassmaster Classic, so now he's not in. So it shows you how hard it is to get into the Bassmaster Classic, too. It's not the same guys over
And
and
he's
over
been
and
in
over.
it for how many years in a row, this guy?
Yeah, it sucks,
Right?
man. I'm a
So
Scott
it's
Martin
tough.
fan. I'm a Scott
Yeah.
Martin fan. You know, Santos
Yeah.
is too.
It's crazy though. The Angler of the Year came down to day 3, right?
Yeah.
Kyle Walcher ends up winning Angler of the Year, and Joy Chafintis wins.
Rookie of the year.
And that came down to the last day because if Koya Fujita would have won,
He would have
would've
won
got it.
Yeah.
Right?
Would that be crazy if Cifuentes, the guy with the cowboy hat there, and he fishes in jeans, which I do not understand. I could not do it. I tried. It's gross. I fished in my. I took
It's
it off.
so weird, eh?
I went in my gitch, man. Yeah, I can't do it.
I went my gitch.
I did. I ran fish in my gitch, man. I went down. I got the long underwear, or whatever.
You
man.
didn't
I'm a
just cut
sexy
your
guy.
jeans, eh? Make some jeans shorts.
No, I can't. I can't fish in the jeans. But anyway, if you were to have not won Rookie of the Year, that'd been crazy. He won twice
Yeah.
on a 9-event tour. He won twice,
and you still don't
and
win
to
it.
not get Rookie of the Year, like that would have been.
Here's
insane.
the thing, though: if Fujita would have won, he would have won twice plus 2 second places.
Vegeta's a hammer.
Like, holy Christ, man!
Yeah.
The thing is with this, okay, that's a good discussion. Is the Rookie of the Year class? Cooper Gallant, friend of the show, Canadian boy out of Ontario. There, fantastic. He's in the rookie class too. I think he finished in 3rd or 4th.
Yeah.
With all these new anglers, and they're all proficient, especially like Kyoya, Fujita there, like and Cifuentes too. You'd think he'd be like a bait casting kind of guy, but he's proficient on his machine too, and the spinning rod in hand. All these guys who are so good at it now come in, and they've never had a rookie class like this. These are people coming up, starting their pro fishing career, competitive fishing career, with these electronics on the boat
These
already.
electronics, man. Yeah.
They're not adjusting to like changing how they're like they actually. This is how they learn how to fish these waters, like on the tournament side.
Yeah.
It's insane, man. They're just showing you that if you're good at the electronics nowadays, especially with these electronics,
Well,
shit.
here's the other thing: like, if you look, 5 rookies won tournaments this year out of the 9.
Yeah.
How many, Mike?
Right, 5. 5
tournaments.
wins were by rookies.
Yeah.
Yeah, Corey moved up there, Canadian, one of the Johnson Brothers, 52nd, day 1 to 5th to 6th. Yeah, he had a shot at the Century. He could have made it. He had 96 pounds in the end.
Yeah.
He almost made it to the Century Club there. It was very close.
So who's your who do you think's going to win Angler of the Year next year? Who are your guesses? Yeah,
I have to probably say Fujita.
You'd have to release when they release the schedule though.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna put money on it, you can do Las Vegas odds. You have to
Just
see
pick
the schedule.
one. Just pick
No,
one.
because you wouldn't be able to know. What if it's like the northern swing is shorter, or what if it's
Yeah.
longer, or what depending on the waters down south. It's hard to say. And they have different guys every year that are in the running for that.
Do yeah.
Well, maybe we'll have to figure out something for a contest on that next year.
Because this is Kyle Welcher, like really just under the radar all year long, not winning and stuff. I don't think he won a tournament, but he's always up there. He never missed a cut.
No.
To be in the running, you can't miss a cut at all.
Gotta be in it all the time. Yeah.
Every time you got to make it to at least day 3 in all 9 tournaments, and then you got to be cashing some checks. Like Tyler Rivette was right up there, but he missed, like he bombed one of the days, and that's all it took to not be in the running anymore.
Yeah.
Finished like in 7th or whatever it was. So Kyle Welcher here, and he got 20 pounds on the last day, and his like I think his engine blew on the Sunday.
No, I think there's something wrong with the lower unit.
Oh, really?
Kept quitting on him. So
Justin
it's almost
Atkins
going
helped him
into
out.
limp mode, right?
I think he went into Justin Atkins' boat.
Yeah.
And he's
Yeah.
back out. So he fished 3 hours only. He fished 3 hours on the last day, and he still got to 20 pounds. No, yeah, just short. He needed 20 pounds and 12 ounces to get a Century belt himself, and that was his goal. And it sucks for him that he had a breakdown. He could only fish for 3 hours. He got to 20 and 7 ounces, just short.
Yeah, just short, eh?
0.25 short of the belt. So,
Like, can
that's
you imagine
shit.
to keep your cool while this is all going on?
Just stay
wow.
calm and stay focused on it.
Yeah, well, the both of you would have lost your shit.
No, you know why? He already had Angler of the Year wrapped up on day 3.
It doesn't
You know what I mean?
matter
So it's
though.
all, nah,
He's
it's
a
all
gambler. He's a gambler, man.
I mean,
He
you're going
likes
to be
to win.
upset and stuff.
So what?
But he wrapped up Angler of the Year, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess he had a shot still to win the tournament too, right? You wanted to win the tournament,
Yeah.
so it sucks. But the belt, that's where they didn't film him at the end, but he'd be kicking himself in the last like 30 minutes, and you can't get another quarter pound out. Like, oh
Yeah.
shit. He didn't know if he had it or not. Actually, it was very close just to miss out. That sucks, man.
Well, okay, now put yourself like Tyler brought up Matty Wong.
Yeah.
3 tournaments ago, Matty Wong said, "Well, this is going to be, one of my last times up here."
Matty Wong from Honolulu, Hawaii,
And
Now
then
he's
all of a
going
sudden,
next year, man.
top 10s, and he's in
Yeah.
again next year.
because he was going to lose his card, and people
Yeah.
do lose their cards at the
They do,
bottom,
yeah.
10 or 15 or something like that. It's never set in stone depending.
They
on
get
who,
relegated. How many get relegated again?
Yeah, it's not
Forget how
completely
many.
set in stone. They've been
Yeah.
so flexible on it, man. It's like 10.
Yeah.
Because they start getting into averages, like you can get up, and then like they'll still hand cards. Like if Larry Nixon wants in, still he's in. Rick Clun wants in. He's still in. Rick Clun had an okay tournament, actually.
Yeah, it was pretty neat, right? Because Rick Clun said he just went fishing because he says he can't keep up to these guys because they're too good.
That's what he's saying. Yeah.
Like, really good. I read an article here. I've got.
And talking about electronics, one of those guys did say, "Hey, first day he tried to fish with, like he was fishing without him. Maybe he got like 16, 17 pounds, and then he said the next day he fished with it and he just moved up like how many spots? Like you guys, to keep up with those guys, you got to use that front facing sonar, man. Like
we were going to get Matty Wong as a guest. You'll get him up in an upcoming show. He'll be on the show here, and it's good now. I didn't want to have him on the show to talk about, how's it feel to get relegated? How are you going to get your card back or whatever, right? So now that he made his card, the guy's in a good mood or whatever. That'll be good with it. Yeah, Eric would keep us cool. We would all just hear about it for years, every single day. Yeah. But like Santos is saying, okay, like if you relate it back to here, any kind of waters, you fish the Pine Falls Walleye Tournament. We'll take that. We'll take KBI as another example. You could be as good as you want, but if you aren't in the area, so Pine Falls a lot of time is one way out, other end of Traverse Bay. Can you win in the river? Some years you can, yeah. Can you compete? Sometimes you can get an okay bag in the river, depending on what points you need. Points are gone now, but you can't win it anymore. So you have to go to where the fish are. That elite tournament, same thing. I mean, guys were fishing the river, and they were getting okay bags. And you get the odd big fish. They were catching 5-pounders deep in the river there too.
Yeah.
But to get 20
consistent,
of them, to get a century belt, you have to go out to the lake. And are you willing to burn the gas? Are you willing to? It's always rougher out there, kind of thing, and all kinds of stuff or whatever. So to compete with the guys, you're gonna have to. Like Brock Mosley was on the live there for a long time, and he was talking his decision making. He was borderline on the Classic. So the only way he wouldn't make the Classic is if he had engine troubles and he weighed zero. Like and anything could happen because he didn't want to go in the lake to bust up his boat on day one because it was so windy. You saw Chris Johnston, He actually still went home to fish, and
he did.
He was in the biggest waves like crazy. So Brock Mosley fished the river, got his 18 whatever pounds, and you could do it in the river. He says you're not going to win, but you're going to get it, and he got enough points. It was a pure business decision, he says, and so he's in the Classic now. So but the guys who want to win.
If you want to compete, man, like it's a different way of fishing now, right?
So like that's what are you guys willing to do in tournaments to go do that or whatever? Because like some tournaments, the entry fee is a certain amount. Then you can think about what gas you're going to burn and then what you're going to. I was talking with some guys last week. You just in the end, some people I won't even enter the tournament anymore because if you can't get to the place where you can win,
the big fish are
why would you enter then? You know what I mean? Like why would you even enter in the first place or whatever? And aside from the fun entertainment of it or whatever, it's just an expensive holiday. But
there's got to be some of us have to donate.
That's us.
Shout out to Julie, man.
Julie, if you're out there, shout out to you at the camp.
Are we being set up for something here?
I don't know. I'm out.
I don't know. We're waiting.
But what about Gussie? That was he's a little low right now. I could tell, man. I mean, you would be too, I guess. You get this really, really high. And right now he's feeling the low, not making cuts.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be one. They're like these are the best. Like Scott Martin was saying, I'm with the best smallmouth bass anglers in the world. Taco Ito, the Johnston brothers. Like these are the best guys. Fujita, right now. Like these are all the top smallmouth bass anglers. Gussie should be one of them in the conversation anyway. And he's had a tough northern run there.
I mean, it happens, right?
I think there's one day he couldn't get to the spot that he wanted to get to. Can't remember that was probably the first day where the water was just too rough, right?
Yeah, a lot of them couldn't. A lot of them couldn't get there. So you either brave it or not.
Okay, well, let's look at it this way. Like we know he's in the Bassmaster Classic next year, right, as defending champion.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of guys that have been going there for years that didn't make it this year
because of this new wave of anglers. That are like converted. You'll get left behind. Tyler Rivette, like there's a lot of guys who are very vocal. There's a lot if you follow Instagram and all that kind of stuff, and you'll see the vocal pros. We're talking pros here that are vocal against the forward facing. Mm-hmm. And Tyler Rivette was saying even those guys have 2 units in their boat.
2.
Yeah, like even the ones who are so against it, because you're gonna get left behind.
You will, yeah.
You have to have it now.
Yeah.
If you want to compete, you have to use it.
You do.
And they're so good at it. I was reading like the new Bass Angler magazine. That's the one from the summer anyway. I'm expecting my new one. But there's an article in there, Scott Martin talking about forward facing. And he was saying for the longest time, like when it first came out, like he's been well connected, right? You know, William Martin's son and stuff. He's well connected. He's had the Garmin one when it first, like when it was prototyping, he already had it in his boat, and he was using it on tournaments. I think it was FLW side, and he's hammering them like he was using it before anyone even knew what they were.
Yeah.
And Mark Rose, I think Mark Rose is on the Bass Pro Tour, like he's one of the top anglers in the world, was asking him, "How are you? Like you're out there off the bank. Like how are you getting these things or whatever?" I'm just making really precision casts. He told. He didn't even tell him that he had. I'm really good, and I'm making precision casts. And if Mark Rose can't catch him, it's like, it's this, he says. And now people have surpassed him in how adept they are at it or whatever. And it's nuts. You gotta, holy shit.
Well, these guys, man, they use it so often. They know when they're hurting fish with them sometimes.
John Cox doesn't have it,
right?
Maybe secretly.
He has electronics. He just doesn't turn them on.
Yeah.
He has the forward facing in his boat, right? We confirmed this at one time. He has it in his boat.
He has it. He just doesn't use it.
Like he fishes like 3 feet of water where it's not as effective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You Gussie for the longest time. Gussie's Humminbird, right? Dakota.
Yeah.
He didn't have.
I won't throw him under the bus, but he was like he had to see what all the buzz was about before the Humminbird version came out. He had to still see. So he wasn't using it in tournament. He wouldn't do that to his brand. But in practice, he was like, I need to see what are these guys seeing because I'm at a disadvantage. And then you know that he got that prototype stuff too or whatever before everything. Yeah. Now he's using it to win. So yeah, man. It's crazy. It's different, so they're already talking about, like have a tournament without electronics and stuff like that. But I don't see that happening. Yeah. It's just boring though. You guys find it boring?
How can you not, like their Garmin, like they're major sponsors.
But it's just watching it though is boring though. No, you like you know what they have to do? They have to show the screen. What are they looking at?
They have to show the screen. Yes.
Yeah, like what is Kenta Kimura looking at this moment?
Mm-hmm.
And and then you can. That's interesting. Heck, freaking Clayton and all these guys and Aaron, when they're showing their videos, I mean that's half the interest there is like watching.
You want to see how the fish react and everything. Yeah.
When Gussie was winning the Bassmaster Class, and we could see it, that was fantastic. They need to do more of that, I think.
Some of the camera guys were actually, they had their own screen linked to what they were watching on the front, so they were showing that.
If they can perfect that for next year, it'd be a lot more interesting.
Because who wants to watch a guy just looking down at their screen the whole time? Yeah,
the guy's jigging for 30 minutes or whatever, and I don't know. That's not. I'd rather watch John Cox throwing at 4 docks and at the 5th dock he slams one. I'd rather watch that, to be honest with you. I'd watch that live.
Yeah.
And highlights. I do like watching the highlights of the guys catching though. You guys follow Bass Nation on Instagram there and watch the videos.
Those quick clips. Yeah.
When someone catches, they upload a video. That's fantastic to me. You watch it.
Yeah.
Man,
or when sometimes they lose it, man.
Oh yeah,
they've shown some guys losing some big fish, man. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah, it does happen.
Yeah.
The suspense of that there, right?
Just to switch gears. Yeah, Devil's Lake. It's coming September 6th to the 8th. So National Walleye Tour. The championship.
That's a championship.
I think it's what? It's top 41 anglers.
I think I know like half a dozen guys that are in that actually, and Will Pappenfuss, I think Mike Olson, I think is in the championship.
Olson's in there.
Max Wilson's in the championship.
Jake Coffey is in there, man. These are all cool dudes who come up to Winnipeg a lot. They're all in that championship. I'd like Walleye. You think Walleye can get up to that the levels of PWT again?
I don't know.
It was huge for the longest. I grew up like
watching them
in the 90s and 2000s, at least knowing about it. That's how I knew about all these pros and stuff. Like, but
I think we all watched it, but I think it's just the way that Bass is set up. Like, think about all the different Bass tournaments that go on. Like all the different, like you got the MLF, right?
Yeah.
You got the Bass Elites, and then you got the Opens, so you can get to the Bass Elites, and then you got 60 other ways that you can get into MLF, plus the university, and then what do you got for Walleye? National Walleye Tour.
Yeah, they got the Master Circuit. That's huge. I mean, the Master Circuit is a step below the National Walleye Tour, so that's sort of the semi.
And the TV coverage that the Bass Elites had like before. We had the FLW channel. It's all Bass tournament stuff. Whereas it's very rare to see a Walleye tournament on the televised.
Well, it was good when they had what was that one called a couple of years ago? Fuck.
Oh, that head-to-head.
Yeah, well, like that head-to-head stuff was going on. That was
Head-to-head.
okay.
Yeah, that was interesting, man.
But it got boring as shit when they weren't catching fish.
No, yeah.
Well, that's the whole thing. Maybe they're thinking. But the thing is, what the bass guys are doing now is effectively it's just the same as walleye fishing. Now they're walleye fishing for bass.
Yeah.
So, well, I guess not. I'm saying it's boring too, right? So I'd rather see people throwing a spinnerbait or
Well,
chatterbait.
maybe because walleyes, there's a lot of trolling too, right? I mean, it's. Do you guys want to watch guys sitting in their boat?
Yeah, but someone's always going to be catching a fish.
Yeah.
Eating a
Going to
peanut butter
different
jelly
boats.
sandwich.
There you go. That's,
But we're going to talk over the winter about it. But I was saying I'd like the tour. They released a schedule for NWT. 3 of those tournaments are doable, like closer to home anyway.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do a couple.
Yeah.
Co-angler. If someone wants to go pro,
co-angler, eh? I
I'll
want to see this.
co-angler.
I want to see LaBopa just keep his mouth shut and just do what the captain is doing, man.
Can
Nah,
you
fuck it.
imagine?
I'm going to go on the pro side. Fuck it, man. I can't do it. I got to go on the pro side. I don't care.
I know, man.
I'm
We're,
going.
we're going to be trolling all day, brother.
No, we're not.
No.
Last Mountain Fall Walleye Classic is coming up. That's we'll have another show before that, but we'll be live from Saskatchewan next week, live from Regina, Lake Diefenbaker, actually north of there. Mike is the weighmaster of that big tournament. 163 boats. Team 163 is yours truly and Justin Surla, CDP Nation. I might be trolling there, bro. You say I won't do it, but I'll be trolling reef runners.
You better troll there.
I'll have a box of reef runners. Joe Till, I got some reef runners for you, brother, and all our good friends in Saskatchewan. I got reef runners.
It'll be going live, so all the weigh-ins will be live.
Nice. Kickerfish. Give us a sub on the Kickerfish channel there. The weigh-ins for that one will be live on there, broadcasted with the Starlink Tech Video Security. We've got the Starlink going on, so that's what we'll be using.
Nice.
Hey, Mikey, that's what we're bringing out there?
That's what we're bringing out, yeah.
Yeah, so
Starlink.
Appreciate you
Gonna have her
there,
hooked up
Daryl,
and
at Tech Video Security for that.
Gonna let her run.
Yeah, so the lives will be good. Hopefully, me and Justin will be coming in with fish. Like, period, like actual fish. We'll worry about big ones as we go.
Everybody catches fish there.
that Starlink will break away. The Boba has no fish, man. For some reason. Shut it off.
Shut up the feed.
Yeah.
Shut off the feed.
All of a sudden it comes back on when they're off the stage, man.
Crack Squatch. I need to watch this movie.
Okay, well,
That's a movie, bro.
Well, they had that bear movie, right? That cocaine bear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like a rip-off of Cocaine Bear. It's Crack Squatch.
Oh, my God.
Okay, here, Tech Video Security sent me this. You ready?
Okay.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
The animal's saying yeah, too.
That's outside his window.
At the camp?
Yeah.
Outside his window.
He's like a fox. Like fox make weird sounds.
Is that what we heard?
That's exactly what it is. It says if Eric was over staying at my place, he'd have been looking for Sasquatch.
That's a fox, bro. I know the one that we heard Santos over there, like an Echo Bear or whatever
What
it
it
was.
sound like? What it sound like?
Oh, that's what it sounded like. That was no fox. That was a fox, Jeff. Yes.
You know what that was?
Oh, lynx. That it could be a
Some
lynx.
guy had jalapeno peppers the night before. That's what that was. He's just getting them out.
This would be a shout out to Lawrence, sponsor of the show in the past of the fantasy fishing. Santos is going to confirm who won the 9 events on the Elite Series Tour, and we're going to give out a hook reveal 7.
7, yes. We'll figure out the winners of each week. I think there's only 4 in question, and I think this last week, Leon must have told his family to all sign up, man, because
they're all Asian.
The top 5 last names: Wu, Chow, Wu, Chan, Wu. Like
Wu,
Wu, yes.
Wu, that was me and Echo. Stepped on my kid's Lego. We were saying someone is in need of help over there. We were saying it was a person.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. First morning coffee, your eyes sleeping, your eyes still, and you step on the Lego. But yeah, they're looking for Loch Ness Monster again.
They are again, yeah. Right. If you read it, I think they had 17 spots they had people looking at. I think this guy has his boat out, and just luck, he just has Lowrance Electronics on it. So
I'm all over Bigfoot, man. Bigfoot, UFOs. I draw the line at Loch Ness, I guess. There's nothing in that.
You draw the line at Loch Ness.
There is no Loch Ness monster in there, bro. There is
Bro,
no
but you're
monster in
saying
there.
Bigfoot and Sasquatch doesn't get seen because sort of aliens may be
They're
involved
real, bro. Loch Ness monster is not. I have to have some self-respect here, fucking. There's no Loch Ness monster. Fuck you, Santos. Doubt it.
Oh my God.
Quickly, your micro beast of the week. Everyone's catching fish that are too big. They're too big right now. Santos' fear is when else drops, he just turns red. Jason Cross, the only one. He needs a competitor here in the beast of the week as well. So way to go, big and small. Jason Cross catching them all.
Nice.
We've got beast of the week here too. What do we got for beast of the week? You only got a couple here.
Not
Pulling
many,
Spinners
man.
of Pelican Lake, and Jason Cross got that one there. And we've
Nice.
got Mitchell. Fun few days out there in Alberta. We're gonna do a Bigfoot trip. Speaking of Bigfoot, we're gonna do Bigfoot camping. That's gonna happen. I'm doing that.
Bigfoot camp.
Yeah, man, we're gonna do it there. Some controversy last week on picking beast of the week. The feedback from CDP Nation: how come you didn't pick the bigger pike? What is our judging
First,
qualifications for beast of the week?
Versus what?
it's photo quality.
Yes.
Okay.
So which means the whole fish has to be in it.
The whole fish has to be.
Ideally,
Yes.
composition. That's the word. Composition.
Composition, yeah.
Nice photo, whatever, all that kind of stuff. Wow factor,
Yeah.
right? I came up with it. I used to do like a monthly prize for Hunt Fish MB, and I had the same thing. It was wow factor. Maybe there's a little story behind it. You know, you fished a new lake, or I don't know, your new personal best. That always sort of gets us. Personal best gets us. You know, of course, it has to be a nice fish too. Some should have foul hook Loch Ness monster by now. They've been doing sonar on that lake for a long time now. Actually, sonar, like regular sonar, is good. I haven't seen it, so there's no Loch Ness monster. But yeah, so I mean, I don't know. We have two here. What would your judge be on this one then? Photo composition. I like it. They're both nice fish. Way to
Nice
go.
Fish, yep.
Yeah. We're so behind on giving these money out, bro. We got to give some money out, brothers, man. we got to give some. I vote your mini Loch Ness burb, Eric. Yeah, bro. A skinny ass one. If
Monster looking type kind of burb you got there, man.
you ever go on holidays anywhere, always like look for a fishing spot, man. I'm sure everyone thinks about it.
Yeah.
Everywhere we go now, I just do it, man. We go
Just
to
fish, fire
Yeah.
water. Yeah.
Well, how did we only have 2 beasts of the week?
I don't know. That's all I saw. Oh,
Crazy.
Justin Bouvier sent me something too. I have to do that next week. He sends
Yeah.
a bunch of kids are catching some awesome larges and stuff like that. We appreciate everyone watching from wherever you are. If you're watching this after not live, people still comment when it's not live. We're not really
You don't
gonna see
respond to those ones.
we won't see the comments if it's not
Yeah.
live, like on the live show. But if it's all good, it looks live sometimes when people are watching it. Give us a sub there on what's it called? YouTube. The old YouTube. Give us a sub on the Kick Your Fish channel. We'll be back. We're a little overtime right now, but there's a whole bunch of things we didn't get to, which is good. We'll get back to it again.
Yeah. So which is beast of the
I
week?
guess we're just going to put these 2 in for the $100 then.
Yeah, for August. There's only
Yeah.
two
All right.
of them there, so they'll
There's
both
only
go
2,
into
so
that.
put 'em
There.
both
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna do June, July, August next week live from Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan.
That'll be a good time there.
Wearing our bomber jerseys.
Is it next week, long weekend?
Tuesday.
So we're on
Next-
Tuesday.
Next week will be a Tuesday. I
Yeah.
joined late, and you guys are still live. Awesome. Yeah, brother, man. Appreciate everybody.
Oh, we're leaving
watching.
right away.
We're leaving right away. I just want to show this there. What do you guys think about? Did I show this last
A
week?
Smalley, eat this shoe. Oh, jeez. There we go. Oh, a giant. A giant. For a river fish? Are you serious right now? Are you serious? First fish. You can't even make this up.
Didn't he say a smallie?
He was
That's the
looking.
whole thing. He doesn't know what the heck he's talking about. He said it was a smalley. Night, Randy. It's just before we leave. What's your take on that? He's in the comments there. He says that's just proof that the lure companies are just out for your money because he caught one on a croc. But I don't buy that though. I don't buy that because a fish. You know, what I mean, a fish could be
Play the
living
video
there.
again.
That's his first throw into that. He probably didn't catch from the rest
Play
of
the
the
video again.
Again?
Play
A
the-
Smalley, eat this shoe. Oh, jeez. There we go.
video fucking photoshopped.
Photoshopped?
What?
Go back and watch when the fish hits the damn shoe.
A smallie, eat this shoe. Oh, jeez. There we go.
That's real, bro.
Bullshit.
You can catch one on anything top water. Remember we were saying top water is where it doesn't even almost matter what it looks like. It's sort of like you're gonna make
Just
enough
a reaction
motion
by
in the
fruit,
pause, yeah. But I mean, he's trying to say, well, I don't know.
Yeah.
People make homemade lures and stuff. I don't know. We'll talk about it first take next week on that kind
Next
of
week, man.
the assertion
After we
that
get off the air, I want to see that video again.
the assertion that you don't need no fancy lures. I don't think holds water with me. No, like you might have not getting another bite the rest of the day. There's one that just lives there, and you're just throwing something. You could have thrown anything. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like those guys fishing in ponds in Florida that were, I don't know. Keyword
We can
is
talk
crop.
about it more, man.
We'll talk more
next
about
show.
it
Yeah.
anyway. Yeah. Anyway, peace out, guys. We appreciate you. Join us next week on Tuesday, 8:15, live from Saskatchewan. Mike Natoli, the Waymaster, Dragon Boy Santos, the
Mr.
fake Smeltonator,
Wednesdays.
Eric Labopa. Go find JP Kennedy's boat.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. If you find a blue Tacoma pulling it out west,
Or any blue
There it
truck,
is.
whatever, man.
One more time. See?
I'm gonna
Put it
share it.
in.
I'm gonna share it on Doc Talk. We keep the discussion going on Doc Talk. I'm gonna put it up on there. Put up your beast of the week and your micros up there, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Peace.
Bye.